Alright, welcome back to From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman Anime Review, episode number 4. We are here reviewing the 4th episode for the series, which is The Old Country Bumpkin Takes Flight with a Monster. Picking up the last episode where you have Byro with Serena and the 3 rookie adventurers. One Patri, who had been injured last episode. Basically, his plan is to have something in a potion where she goes to the monster, and he goes basically versus the kid. And no, that's not what happened. So he thinks in the potion, he basically gets a little tap like, tag, you're it, you handle the monster. He does pretty well against this monster. Eventually, he's going to poke the sword in his thing's eye, and the sword breaks, and Sarah finishes it with one of her swords. And of course, basically, he does thank her for her efforts. And of course, Patrick's being injured. He will look at wasn't seriously injured. So then, of course, they carried a piece of this thing back to Guild HQ, was they're shocked the fact a hunting creature, who was a hunting target, was able to be eliminated by a country bumpkin. Yeah, they're shocked about that, but he basically tries to say that he may have fought the creature, but Sarna had a landing blow, and then afterwards, Coronet proceeds to take him to a blacksmith shop to get his sword fixed. And somebody he knows, and of course, Alicia follows along because she want to be the one basically to take him sightseeing. Yes! Anime can tell the fact it's very heavily hinted that she's got a thing for him. Sarna, yes! Like, it's even shown in this episode, we're going to have a conversation before this, that it is hinted, very heavily implied, that she's got a thing for a former master. So then, of course, Alicia and Coronet arrive at the blacksmith shop, and it turns out the blacksmith himself is a former student. And he's the oldest. Apparently, they didn't know anything that he was a former student. So, nice. And for a change, I guess people watching it like, oh, the former student is not a hot lady. I guess like, oh, that's a change. So he took swordsmanship basically training just so he know how to properly make a sword and know a sword and what. Like, okay. So Corey tries to get fixed. We're like, no, you can't fix it. It's too chipped. So just a long sword, he'll try it, no problem. And of course, they have Serena come by, which of course he had changed her outfit. I think she made her pants a bit darker. And she's here, and of course, they're arguing about Byro. I'm like, dude, are you so oblivious to the fact that 2 of your former students, who are very beautiful, have a thing for you? Are you that dense, dude? And of course, they offer to make this name monster into a longsword. And it's like, okay, it takes convincing, eventually does. And then the episode ends with Coronet we'll have a special sparring session. Well, before that, like she has a sparring session with basically Byro, and then afterwards he's walking town, and he stops a pickpocket from taking his money. He's like, "Don't do it," and he takes a necklace with rings on it, and then of course she comes back to apparently her handlers, and like, that's all you got? Really? Very disappointed. I'm thinking they're holding out, but not doing anything. And that's it for next episode. Yeah, and next episode is called The Old Country Bumpkin Enraged at the Bad Guys. That means he's going to be beating people up next episode. But before that, he basically had kind of stuff drinking at the bar. Yep. But great episode. Alright, so that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next time we have a comic corner, and it's on to One Piece. Which, unlike last week, when that was able to be recorded on the day it came out, today we're doing the problem, okay? Next video. Bye.